Imagine waking up, grabbing a coffee, and having your breakfast interrupted by a skyscraper-sized creature casually strolling through the intersection. You don't scream, you don't run for cover, you just sigh because the monster is blocking the bus you need to take to work. This is the daily reality of Blockade Battlefront. It's a show that invites us into Hell Salem's Lot, formerly known as New York City, where the mundane and the impossible have been forced into a messy, crowded, and strangely cozy marriage. It's a series that doesn't ask you to solve a puzzle or track a complex conspiracy. Instead, it asks you to just hang out in the eye of a hurricane and enjoy the company. The magic of this series starts with the city itself. Hell Salem's Lot isn't just a backdrop, it's a living, breathing character that's constantly trying to trip you. The premise is gloriously unhinged. Years ago, a massive interdimensional event tore open a hole in New York City, merging the human world with another realm entirely. A barrier now contains the resulting chaos, and inside that barrier, the city has just adapted. Humans live alongside beings from other dimensions. Restaurants serve food that defies description. Crime operates on a scale that occasionally threatens reality itself. And somehow, the ordinary rhythms of daily life continue. People commute. They still have to pay rent. This creates a feeling that the world exists far beyond the edges of the screen. You get the sense that while we're following our main cast, 1,000 other equally insane stories are happening in the apartment building next door. The chaos isn't a threat to be defeated, it's the weather. You don't fix Hell Salem's Lot. You just try to survive the afternoon without getting stepped on by something from the beyond. You're never quite sure if the next scene will be a high-stakes battle for the fate of the city or a frantic quest to find the best food joint in town. Into this world steps Leonardo Watch, a young man from outside the city, slightly too earnest for his own good, perpetually in over his head, and somehow exactly the right person to follow through all of it. What makes Leo work as a protagonist isn't that he's exceptionally capable. He's not. He's the least intimidating member of a team of people who can bend reality with their bare hands. He doesn't have some secret depth of power waiting to be unlocked. What he has is something rarer in this genre: genuine warmth and the ability to notice things. Leo came to Hell Salem's Lot with a specific purpose, connected to his sister, to a sacrifice she made, to something deeply personal that sits underneath all the noise. That emotional core is real, and it grounds him in a way that the story never overplays. It's always there, but the series doesn't use it to manufacture drama. It just makes Leo feel like a person, rather than a plot device. His eyes, the all-seeing eyes of the gods that he received under circumstances he never asked for, give him vision that others lack. But more than that, they give him a reason to look carefully at the world around him. And Leo is someone who looks. He notices the strange beauty in the chaos. He feels things that most of his colleagues are too busy or too hardened to feel. For a show this frenetic, Leo is exactly the kind of anchor you need. He's moved by things. He gets scared. He persists anyway. And the audience moves with him. Not because he's guiding them through a plot, but because being in his company feels good. There's something fundamentally likable about a person who is genuinely trying their best in circumstances that are genuinely ridiculous. Then there's Libra. This secret organization is supposed to keep the balance in the city, but they often feel more like a dysfunctional family than a tactical unit. Spending time with the members of Libra is the heartbeat of the show. Watching them interact is like watching a jazz ensemble where everyone is playing a different instrument at a different tempo, yet somehow it creates a masterpiece. Klaus von Reinhardt, the leader who looks like a literal beast but possesses the manners of a Victorian gentleman.
His calmness in the face of total catastrophe is itself a running joke and also genuinely reassuring. As long as Klaus is there, everything might just be okay. Zap Renfro, the chaotic energy personified. He's loud, rude, and constantly trying to sneak attack Klaus. His relationship with Leo is one of the highlights of the series. It's a mix of genuine brotherhood and constant, hilarious harassment. Chain Sumeragi, the invisible werewolf who is as sharp-tongued as she is elusive. Her fights with Zap, which usually involve her literally stepping on his face, provide a rhythmic comedy that makes The Office feel lived in. The brilliance of the ensemble lies in their unpredictability. You never know if a scene will end with a heartfelt realization or Zap being thrown through a window. Their camaraderie isn't built on long speeches about friendship. It's built on the shared experience of surviving another day in the meat grinder. Whether they're fighting for their lives or arguing over where to get lunch, their chemistry makes every second of screen time feel earned and energetic.
We're often told that good stories need a rigid structure, a clear A to B path. Blockade Battlefront politely ignores that. It embraces disorder. You can enter from any direction, stay as long as you like, and leave having seen something completely different from the person who came in beside you. The show thrives because it doesn't try to control the chaos. It invites you to dance in it. You don't watch this series to check boxes on a plot map. You watch it to see what bizarre creature will walk into the frame next, or how the characters will react when a mundane afternoon turns into a supernatural crisis. Watching it has a cumulative quality that's hard to describe, but easy to feel. By the time you're several episodes in, you're not following a plot, you're visiting a place. You want to know what's happening on those streets today. You want to spend time with these people. The questions you find yourself asking aren't what will happen next, but rather, who's going to do something ridiculous next, and how will everyone else react? Those are, it turns out, much better questions. They lead to a much better time. At the end of the day, Blockade Battlefront is a celebration of life in all its messy, unpredictable glory. It's an anime that just wants you to sit down, turn it up, and get swept away by the sheer personality of its cast. When the credits roll, you don't feel like you've just finished a task of watching a story. You feel like you've just spent a night out with friends in the strangest city on earth. It's fun, it's heartfelt, and it's a reminder that even when the world is ending, there's always time to grab a burger with your friends. And honestly, that's more than enough. Some stories want to change the way you see the world. Blockade Battlefront just wants to show you that the world, even a broken, bizarre, barely held together one, is worth seeing at all. And somehow, that ends up meaning more.